Yeah, so
Yeah.
we'll go and look at it in the spring and then we can. I think we're gonna have to have another cemetery committee before next year.
Yeah.
So they've been spaced out, but I think there's some work that needs to be done and that will require cemetery, the committee's approval going forward. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what it was purchased for. The deed and the resolution.
No.
Two separate times. Fields purchased the park management. For use for the. And the fencing along the front, we had requested that. We've been placing money in reserve, so I think we'll be ready to move that next year. Until that, Snowmobile Club has been putting up snow fencing to help with the issues that we've had. Snowshoes and trims and damaging and stuff.
Were the Snowmobile Club willing to help us with the fence, or was it? I can't remember.
An offer was made. I'm not sure where that stands now. We decided that we would come back to that conversation when we were ready to move forward with the fence and we had some pricing, and we'll reach out to them again.
Yeah, because I think at one point they were willing to help us at some point to do this.
We will reach out at that time. I believe it's in the for the capital forecast for next year.
Yeah.
So we've been putting some money aside. Other than that, I think, any other ideas from the meeting? Okay. St. John's Palisades Cemetery. So this cemetery is pretty much out of space. There's not very many spaces left, and there's a lot of trees, so it creates a lot of difficulty for selling new lots. So I have been investigating the columbarium for there to extend what they have. But we also know that we have 4 acres. So it may be worth looking into expanding and creating a next section. So leaving a barrier between the old section and the new of brush.
Yeah, like a wall of trees around the old that open up behind that. Makes a little walkway through the trees.
To be sure we don't disturb anything that may be along the fence line.
Yeah.
And create a new space. So I think going forward, our recommendation is to look at costing for a survey, because we need to have it surveyed and designated by the Marine Authority licensed part of that cemetery. And I believe they require an assessment of the soils and the land before we can proceed. And then looking at brushing and preparing the space. So it's a couple of years off, I think, with the costs and everything. But I believe if we were to look at the budget for 2024 and allocate maybe $10,000 to there, we can start with proceeding with the survey and working on the licensing agreement, because I believe that's the best way to go forward with that cemetery.
No, we'll be on the south side of the southerly side.
Yeah, it'd be so, but I mean, there's quite a bit of area around the whole thing, but you gotta be on the one side, so it'll be. Yeah,
The southerly side.
yeah,
Very large stones there. That's the problem with that.
It was backfilled, a lot of it, not all of it, but before you go north on it.
Yeah.
Backfilled, and when you dig, it collapses. So you dig a 3 feet by 7 feet. When you're done, you got 12 feet by 6 feet.
so touching on that, we had a lot of burials at the same time this last year. So I was looking at kind of designed like a trench box. So when we're digging in spots like that, we can just set it in and it holds the whole. It would be maybe $1,000 material to build something like that. And plus it stops the collapsing. We try to, we're pretty busy, so I mean, we try to dig them and then pre-dig them and leave them and then we go back to when the burial's there, right? So they'll be able to set the casket right in and everything inside like a little trench box, basically. Then we'll pull it out afterwards when everybody's gone. This helps keep the hole open.
Makes sense.
So if we're going to be investigating expansion, we haven't had a lot of any inquiries since the columbarium. So we had just been placing that as an idea. I don't think that would be a necessity at the Alsace Cemetery necessarily. I think going forward, if we could expand it and create another section to the entire cemetery, at the outset designating a section for cremation burials like we've done, and the rest for regular burials, I think that would be sufficient. So if we add 10,000 to the budget for 2024, we can begin that investigation. Is that fair? I'll make that adjustment to the budget when we get there. Anything else on the Alsace Cemetery? Okay, the Commanda Cemetery. I really don't have much to say there. We had talked about maybe designating a section of the Commanda Cemetery for cremation burials. We're getting more and more requests for just cremation lots, not a full lot. And in keeping with that, it may be worth it because we have a lot of space down there to designate a corner for just cremation lots at a less expensive price. So we can do that ourselves, just designate it and straighten it out because it's already within our license. Okay. And we'll bring back maps at the next meeting showing these changes where we want to have them so that everyone can look at them. Is there anything else for the new Commanda Cemetery? There's a lot of space out there. So I think in the older section, it's been sporadic where they are. They don't go in lines. Not out here. So we may be able to identify a spot in the middle of it that could work into the cremation section and use better use of the land.
Yeah.
So we'll look at that again in the spring. Okay. Yep. We could put up a sign saying it's the cremation section, or would we just leave it? It's just on our mapping. We know that those lots are just for cremation. They're permitted colors.
Yeah, flat
Yeah.
mark.
So that's all within the bylaw. And the difference in the pricing is, so for a cremation lot for a resident, for example, that's $220. And for a non-resident is $265, where a single lot for a resident is $340, but for a non-resident is $530. So it's a significant savings if that's the way that they would like to go. So I think often those options would be there. So is that everything for strategic planning? Okay, so we'll come up with a strategic planning document and then and some ideas for our meeting. The next item is just to review the bylaw governing cemeteries. Ours is approved, and we just had it approved by the bereavement authority in 2022. So I'm not anticipating any changes. I just wanted to open up to the community if there's anything they'd like to see changes.
There's no spelling mistake there. That's C instead of C.
Which
On
page?
page 6.
Which,
Read along and sign or C.
let's see what with this.
Right there, because
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me make that. That's just a housekeeping change. Thank you. Okay. Anything else? I don't believe that we have any appetite to change our fee structure. So when you look at our fee structure, the bereavement authority increased their maintenance fees, which are the amounts that go into the trust fund that we do not have access to. So for a regular lot, for a resident, we charge $340, $290 of that goes into their maintenance. So the actual fee to purchase the lot comes back to the township is $50, which is quite cheap. We're actually the lowest in the area. And for a cremation lot, it's $220, $175 of that goes into care and maintenance, and $45 comes back to the town. So those are there. The grade opening rates, I believe, are also competitive. We don't want to make it harder for families, so we've kept everything the same as far as the township pricing, and we've just adjusted for caregivers.
That's good.
So then the budget discussion. We will have to make some amendments to the budget as it was circulated. So what we've done is, as you know, we're moving from our current paper software into Township software for our taxation. They do not have a cemetery module. So what we've done is we've signed up with CGIS. They've completed the mapping and I believe 2 cemeteries.
Yeah.
Now. And we will soon be moving to that entire system for contract maintenance and everything for the cemetery. As we move it to Baker for the total cost to add the cemeteries as we know is $300, $322.05 for taxing. So it's not a large cost. So we're moving everything over. So that piece is also in the budget. So we just spoke about adding $10,000 for the expansion of the LSAS. That would go under other expenses. It's currently $9,000 and we move that to 19. We wanted $1,000 for the box, and I believe we already had that in $9,000 for the other expenses. We based all revenues on what we made last year. It's hard to predict, so we're trying to keep it very similar. Any other comments? So I do have a resolution to move forward with this budget as it's presented so that we can move forward with council.
Mover and seconder for budget. Passed.
So I think moving forward to schedule another meeting. Is everyone okay with the time of day that happened?
This time, I'm not one.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, if you look at April, for our next meeting, that there's a into the cemetery and the ground.
Yeah.
So we'll be looking at April for our next meeting, if that's okay. Mhm. Have this off, this ready and mapping ready.
It's a lot of snow though.
No, exactly. Alright, so I'll be attached with a few options for the exam. This is one.